Why does a heartbeat ebb and flow? Why do seasons cycle through spring, summer, fall, and winter? Welcome to the spiraling dance of creation revealed by the principle of rhythm. In this episode, we'll explore how the universe vibrates through phases of activity and rest in grand oscillations. Cyclical patterns drive the tides, sleep cycles, human behavior, cosmic ages, and all phenomena. By aligning with natural rhythms, we can harness the wave of life for vitality, creativity, and flow. Understanding cycles also illuminates times of discord when disrupted. Finding the rhythm of our own nature is key. Rhythm forms the living, breathing pulse of the cosmos itself. It echoes in the orbital ellipses of planets and spin of electrons. It sequences the coded complexity of DNA. It pulses in the iambic feet of poetry. Join me as we ride the spiral of eternal return through periods of order and chaos, consolidation and change. Let's attune ourselves to the grand cyclical dance. As a new epoch dawns, the pulse quickens as we begin. Cyclical patterns permeate nature and human civilization, demonstrating the principle of rhythm in action across scales. Life itself evolves in tidal phases of activity and dormancy, chaos and order, stably recurrent yet ever-changing. The most obvious example is the daily rhythm of day turning to night and back again. The lunar cycle follows monthly phases dictating ocean tides. The seasons cycle annually through spring, summer, fall, and winter shaped by Earth's elliptical orbit. Biological rhythms like circadian cycles, sleep patterns, and the menstrual cycle reflect our inner oscillation between stimulation and recovery. The metabolism itself is composed of anabolic and catabolic phases. Civilizations and economies move through periods of prosperity and decline. Weather patterns fluctuate between El Nino and La Nina in the Pacific. Species populations cycle between abundance and scarcity. Media attention shifts from story to story following narrative waves. Rhythm drives the breathing current of eternity, inhaling into being and exhaling into non-being. All phenomena pulse between order and chaos in a complex choreography of vibrational waves. Aligning ourselves with natural cycles and finding optimal rhythms brings greater health, productivity, and fulfillment. Disrupting natural oscillations causes energetic discord which ripples through human well-being and global systems. Going with the flow allows us to harness life's rhythmic intelligence for co-creation rather than friction. This fosters a sense of ease, vitality, and abundance. Like a dancer, we move through life's steps smoothly when following the lead. Conversely, pushing against natural cycles creates tension and imbalance. We feel the disharmony when we deprive ourselves of sleep, overstress without recovery, skip menstrual cycles through too much exercise or hormonal birth control. Keeping in sync with circadian cues is key for mental health. On a societal level, disruptions to Earth's climate rhythms result in turbulent weather. Economic crashes often follow periods of greedy excess disconnected from sustainable cycles. Recovery arises by realigning with prudence, cooperation, and moderation. Tuning into your own optimal cycles allows you to structure a lifestyle and flow. Discover when you feel most creative, energetic, or social. Design routines that maximize productivity within realistic rhythms. Let intuition be your guide. Rhythmic motion traces elegant geometric forms across scales from subatomic spin to galactic rotation. Nature's cycles follow harmonic ratios and frequencies encoded in symmetrical shapes and numerical patterns. Vibration forms wave patterns like sine waves, Tesla's standing wave, the caduceus, ellipses, toroids, and spirals. These shapes result from oscillation between polarity points in a medium. Repeating patterns create fractal structures. The Fibonacci sequence manifests in pine cones, seashells, and sunflower seeds, optimizing packing efficiency. The golden ratio, derived from Fibonacci numbers, recurs in pineapples, flowers, and nebulae. Sacred geometry reveals cosmic order through dimension and form. Cyclical phenomena demonstrate harmonic resonance between vibrational frequencies. Circadian genes synchronize to light-dark signals. Moon phases drive ocean tides. Music employs octaves, chords, and tempered tuning for consonant harmonies. Cycles sequence change yet stability. They allow conservation of form amidst flux. Rhythms constrain chaos, giving rise to the emergent complexity of creation. Beyond nature, cycles profoundly shape human systems and civilization. Economic booms and busts. Political regimes rising and falling. Generations alternating between conformity and rebellion. Rhythm governs societal change. Economies move through recurring cycles of expansion, peak, contraction, and depression in wave-like chondrite waves. Capitalism experiences periods of stability and unrest. News media follows a 24-hour rhythm and narrative cycles of rising and falling stories. Generations cycle through archetypal phases as they age. The hero generation gives way to an artist generation before birthing prophets and nomads once again. Fashion similarly oscillates between extravagance and minimalism on regular timescale. Creativity flows in cycles moving between preparation, incubation, insight, evaluation, and returning to ideation. Alteration between focus and diffuse modes allows problems to be turned over unconsciously. Sound rhythmic principles can guide economic policy, innovation frameworks, and social planning for stability and change. Through rhythm, we gain foresight of periods of crisis and prosperity. In this episode, we trace the ebb and flow of creation through the lens of the principle of rhythm. Cycles permeate life from circadian rhythms to seasons, sleep patterns to menstrual cycles. Understanding cycles allows us to harness their flow. Rhythmic motion traces elegant forms and numeric patterns across nature's scales. From subatomic orbits to spiral galaxies, the cosmos pulses in symmetrical vibrations and resonant frequencies. Civilizations likewise rise and fall in tidal waves. As we conclude, consider aligning yourself with natural cycles for optimal well-being. Discover your own energetic rhythms. How can you ride the wave of change toward authenticity and purpose? What collective cycles is humanity experiencing as a new era dawns? Next, we'll explore the equilibrative force of karma described by the principle of cause and effect. Choices have consequences that ripple forward in time. As so shall you reap. Balance is restored as we journey under cosmic law. Until next time, pulse in resonance with the cycles of creation.